Good morning, 27th of November, 2011 vlog. I don't really remember any of my dreams, if I even had any. Last night was an interesting night because I listened to my MP3 player audio book literally all night long until the sun rose. As I remember the sun rising, and I was still listening to it. I wasn't absorbing any of it, but it was in there playing in my ear all night long. It was pretty cool. I'm gonna start doing that more because I wasn't really sleeping last night. I had really bad insomnia, kind of dozing in and out of sleep all night with really bad asthma. At the beginning, I was like, "What's wrong? Why do I have such bad asthma?" And then I remembered what it was. It's the peanut butter, dude. Anaphylactic reaction. So yeah, as soon as I'm done with this peanut butter jar, I'm not going to eat the peanut butter anymore, and I don't know if I'll keep buying bread. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll have like banana sandwiches. Banana honey sandwiches. If the honey isn't too expensive, we'll see. So it's raining, it's drizzling right now, which I like. I like the sound of it. It's 10:28 now. So yeah, I'm going to lay around a little bit more and then get up and go to the gym and work some more. We'll see how my body feels. I think I'm going to do lots of legs today and walk on the treadmill all day, working on the site, doing Kingdoms. Looking forward to that. Alright, peace out. I did have dreams. I do remember I did have dreams. I just don't remember what they are. Well, if I do remember, I'll turn it back on and talk about it. Hello, living in the van, vlog 27th. I'm laying in bed. I already put the bed down. Yeah, what time is it, man? It's like 1:17 in the morning. I went in, let's see. Okay, I got up kind of late. Couldn't really breathe last night. I think it was because of that peanut butter. And then because I did the inhaler a whole bunch of times, didn't do anything. So I got kind of late. Then went to the gym. Worked out like a little bit. Did like one thing or something, one or two things, and then got on the treadmill and walked for like 4 miles until I got kind of hungry. I felt like I didn't have much. For breakfast, I had rice and pumpkin that I cooked yesterday, and I don't think that was a whole lot of food. Plus my protein powder. I mean, it was a lot of food, but I don't know if it was so much energy. But yeah, so I felt like I was hungry. So I came back in my car, and I had I actually cooked up more rice and pumpkin. I'm not so sure I'm going to cook rice anymore, though. I got this rice when I was still getting the fresh food, but I think I'm going to finish this rice. I don't know if I'm going to get any more because it takes a long time to cook, and it spends money and gas, and I don't like cooking. I just like throwing something in, heating it up a little bit, and going. I don't like have to, cook it and then let it sit around and then eat it later. But anyways, so that's what I have here. But I cooked it up, and then I had a can of pineapple and a can of peach for lunch. And I think another peanut butter sandwich. I want to get done with that peanut butter jelly, or that peanut butter stuff quick, so I can, get better with the lungs quicker. So I went back in to the gym, worked out a little bit, and then got on the treadmill and walked some more 3 more, I think. So I ended up total walking 7 miles, and I did some exercises, a little bit of stuff, legs. My shoulders and stuff were tired, but my legs weren't. But still didn't do that much. But then I stretched a little bit and then left it. But it kind of got late kind of quick, because I got it started out late. So it was like 10 when I came over here. And maybe like 11 when I started watching the movie. Because I got out of the gym and I was like, it was late and I could have gone to sleep. But even though I was tired and burnt out from my side, I was like, what should I do? I want to watch a movie. So I got Conan, which I was enjoying, but then the place closed at 1, and I just put my computer to sleep, and then I came out here and it was all frozen. Shouldn't I tried to restart it, and then I got frozen again, so then I tried to restart it again, and now it's doing this weird thing. So I hope it can bring itself back to life. It's kind of a crappy computer, it freezes a lot. Today on my site I was working on putting kingdoms together, history of like Luxembourg and Belgium and Austria, did the Habsburg dynasty, or Habsburg monarchy, empire, and the county of Flanders, and then some other county in Belgium. Yeah, this history stuff, it's going to be complicated to make it black and white, man. It's going to be really complicated to make all this gray history black and white in terms of, you know, when, like the difference between a country and a sovereign nation and not a sovereign nation, you know? I mean, dude, it's not just kingdoms that existed in the past. It was, you had counties, you had dukes, you had you have counties, you have duchies, you have grand duchies, you know, you got dukes, counts, and then you have these kingdoms that like break up into bits and pieces and then come back together, you know, like with like the bequeathing, you know, the kingdom to like 3 different sons in different places, and figuring out how to put that all in a way that's clear. It's gonna take forever. But yeah, I think I want to include all of it. Before I wasn't going to do it, but I think I'm going to now. I'm afraid that I'm going to overcook make my pages too big for the computer to be able to handle. Once the pages get to be about 800 megabytes, 800 kilobytes, the Dreamweaver can't handle it, and it shuts down, and I don't want to have to bust it up into individual countries, but if I have to, I guess I will. It'd be cool if I could afford to buy a better computer that had better memory, where I could just do it without busting it up and paste the page together, you know? I'll upload that on the internet. But, yeah, whatever. I'll do what I have to do. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, history's a big thing. But at least, you know, if I bust it up, at least I know what I want, you know? It shouldn't be that big of a pain in the ass. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm probably going to sleep in. I drove down to this other Safeway and watch the movie, because the Safeway's open till 1, and I can sit there and do internet, and plug the computer up. And I parked my car here at the Safeway parking lot, like right in front of the Safeway. I should have parked it back a little bit, because then when I came out, I was like, fuck it, I'll just camp here in the Safeway parking lot. It's not a 24-hour Safeway, but I didn't see like a security dude driving around, so I'm just going to sleep in. And once the morning comes, you know, I don't think anybody will notice. My car will just be another car there, you know, and I'll be able to sleep in as long as I want. That's the idea. So I'm going to go to bed now. Peace out.